Here we are for round one. Let's go ahead and wish our opponent hello and good luck. And this hand looks kind of bad. We have 3 forests and not a whole lot of plays until turn 4. Let's go ahead and keep this though. I think it should be reasonable once we get to turn 4, and if we draw a blue we can bounce some of the early plays. So let's go ahead and keep and see what our opponent wants to do. Starts with a forest also, and we get the turn back. We draw another forest, which now we can play Vengevine. So let's play out the forest and pass the turn back. We get a mountain, so it looks like we're Gruul, and a lotus cobra, which would be pretty nice ramping. So let's get the turn back, and we get another forest. Great for us. We don't have a play, so let's pass the turn back, and it looks like we'll be taking 2 here, which is unfortunate, but we will have a play in a couple of turns, which isn't great. Celestia Signet, alright, looks like he's playing 3 colors a little bit. And another Signet, alright, that's good for him. And a 3rd Signet, alright, he took all the Signets. Looks like we have a major ramp deck here, which might be a problem. Let's take our 2 points of damage and get the turn back. And we finally draw an island, which is good for us. Let's go ahead and play the island. Let's pass the turn back. Maybe we bounce something here. I'm not sure. I'd rather get the extra draw card. Get something big here. Got quite a bit of mana. Frantic Search, alright. Discards another Signet. Definitely took every one of them. And a Regrowth, alright. And a Tezzeret, alright. Gonna use his plus ability. Let's go ahead and cast this to save ourselves some life here. And we get the turn back, excellent. We get a Simic Growth Chamber, which will be pretty good for us, but I'm going to wait a turn on it so I can play something this turn. Let's go ahead and play a forest, and let's play out the Vengevine. I think that'll be really good for us here. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's attack Tezzeret. This will get rid of him, so he can't do any more shenanigans, and pass the turn back. We get a Careful Consideration, alright. He discards an island and an Ancient Tomb, alright. It's got quite the ramp suite. Wish we would have picked up some of those, but I didn't see a whole lot of them. And we get the Lotus Cobra back, alright. And we get the turn back, excellent. We draw another island, which means we don't need to do a Simic Growth Chamber just yet. Let's go ahead and play the island. Yeah, let's go ahead and play out Jace here. Let's go ahead and draw 3 cards. I think we want some new stuff. Let's go ahead and put a forest, an island back, and then we don't have another play, so let's go ahead and attack. And give the turn back. We get another land. Looks like a Golgari Rotfam, alright. And is it signet? Definitely took all the signets. And a wheel of fortune. Alright. Yeah, that's alright for us. And we get a bunch of lands and a Green Sun Zenith, which should be pretty good for us. Looks like he might be trying to brain freeze us out. We get a Chrome Mox. Continues with the ramping. Hopefully we can take him out before he gets to anything too exciting. And we get Empty the Wardens, which is pretty scary for us. But he only gets, what, 4 triggers for it, which isn't that bad. And Jace is going to take 2 for us. Sad for Jace, but it happens. And we get Harmonize, which is pretty sweet for us. Let's play out an island. We definitely want an island. Let's go ahead and look at the top card of our library. We get Tarmogoyf, which is pretty good. No, we don't want to put that on the bottom. Let's go ahead and keep that there. Let's go ahead and play Harmonize. And we get a Mystic Tutor, the Tarmogoyf, and a Trigon Predator. Yeah, putting out the Tarmogoyf I think is going to be the best for us, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's pass the turn back and we'll discard some lands that we don't need. Looks like we just need to do 1, so let's discard a forest. We get another land from the opponent. Let's go ahead and auto yield to this. I don't care when he gets mana from the Lotus Cobra. We get a Rakdos Signet, alright. And a Time Twister. Alright, that's fine for me. It's actually really good for me. The Time Twister did shrink our Tarmogoyf, which is unfortunate, but he's still a 1/2, which will block a Goblin pretty efficiently. And a Boros Signet, alright. Yeah, he definitely has all of the signets. I'm not sure how great of an idea that is. I'm guessing he was hoping to use Tezzeret's ability to animate all of them. And the Memory Jar, alright. So he attacks with those guys. Alright, we're going to go ahead and block 1 and 2 of them. And we'll take 4. And we get the turn back, excellent. Here, let's play out the island. I want to hold up Cryptic Command. So that's 4 of those and 1 green, so we'll have 3 left. We can play Into the Royal, which we can't kick, which is unexciting, or we can play Mana War, which I think playing Mana War is going to help us a whole lot better. So let's tap like that. We'll bounce one of his goblins. Yeah, let's go ahead and attack with Finjoins. We can get him back, and if we eat the Lotus Cobra and the Goblin, that's happy times for us. He takes it like a champ, it looks like. And we get the turn, or we pass the turn back. We get another land from the opponent. And we get Tezzeret back. We definitely do not want him to have that. So let's counter target spell. Yeah, let's draw a card. I think that's what we want. And we get another island, great. And we get an impulse, alright. And we get a regrowth targeting Tezzeret, which is alright. And he casts Tezzeret, which is fine. And he looks for an artifact. Alright. We'll hold on to the end of the royal and just bounce that before he gets to the ultimate. Or I guess it's not the ultimate. Yeah, the ultimate would probably kill us. Alright. And we get the turn back. Excellent. We draw a forest. Let's go ahead and play out the forest. Let's rancor up Tarmogoyf. He's going to be coming through, I think, for us. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's just attack with Tarmogoyf. I'd like to keep some defenses back, and we'll attack through him and maybe bounce a guy or two if we need to. Puts a couple of goblins in front. Hopefully he stops at 4. Goes for all 5. Definitely wants to keep Tezzeret alive, which is alright for us. Yeah, that looks like a fine order for them. Let's go ahead and bounce one with the kicker. And we get a Mystic Tutor, which is good for us. And that looks fine. And we get our Rancor back. And let's go ahead and play out the Viper. And pass the turn back. Next turn, I think Mystic Tutor for something. Probably Rancor up the Viper and cast Primetime, and then hold up Mystic Tutor, and then next turn we can Silverheart and probably go for the win, unless he goes off right now. Soul Ring, alright. We get Memory Jar, which we get some new cards, alright. Another Signet, another land, another land. Alright. And we get Empty the Wardens again for a whole, well, an extra one, alright. Just yield to end the turn so he can waste up his timer. Don't need to be wasting ours. We get Wheel of Fortune again. I think he might be trying to mill us, I'm not sure. Memory Jar gives us our hand back. Let's play out the forest. Let's go ahead and play out the wolf here. Yeah, let's soulbond this guy. Let's Rancor him. Let's go ahead and attack. No, let's go ahead and attack him. I think killing him before he can ultimate Tezzeret is going to help us a whole lot better. And then end of turn we'll Mystic Tutor. I don't think we have a whole lot left in our library, since he did a pretty good job of milling us. So he goes ahead and blocks that way. Let's throw that guy at the end, since it'll die anyway. Okay. Alright. Throw all these on the stack. Auto yield. And we get Rancor back. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. Mystic Tutor at end of his turn. See what we have left. And yeah, he gets to the ultimate, so we go ahead and lose. Let's sideboard. We want to be a lot quicker since he has a lot of dirtling to do. Let's go ahead, split the creatures. think we want this in, we want Garuk in, probably the Call of the Herd. Yeah. Let's take out End of the Royal. He doesn't have a whole lot of stuff we want to bounce with that. Taking an extra turn seems good. Mystic Tutor might not help us out a whole lot here. We don't need to pull specific things there. Rancor is going to be good for us. Cryptic Command was great for us. Mystic Viper was great for us. Yeah, the Viper didn't do a whole lot for us there. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop that. It didn't have much of an impact on the board when we played it, so let's go ahead and submit that and go to game 2. Yes, we would like to play first. This hand looks great, so let's go ahead and keep. Let's lead off with a forest and pass the turn back. Next turn we'll Simic Growth instead of casting Tarmogoyf, just to get better ramping going. So let's go ahead and play that. Bounce the forest, pass the turn back. Get the first Signet, which is great for the opponent. And we get another land, which is excellent. Let's go ahead and play out the forest again. At this point, I think we just want the Elder. And pass the turn back. We get another Signet, which is alright for our opponent. And we get the turn back, excellent. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the Vine Lash. Let's play an island. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. Or, let's go ahead and attack, of course. And then here I think we go ahead and play out Tarmogoyf and pass the turn. We get an Impulse, which is alright, and a Chrome Mox with a green spell on it. Alright. Get a Seething Song. And a Dream Halls, excellent. I think we can take advantage of that. And Wheel of Fortune, which is unfortunate, but alright. We get some decent stuff back. And the Soul Ring, alright. And we get the turn back, excellent for us. Let's go ahead and play out the Misty Rainforest and pop it to grow our guy. We want a forest. We have Silverheart we could do. I think we want, if we time walk, we'll have 3 left, which we can't do anything else. Let's go ahead and attack. Well, if I would have played the Silverheart, that'd probably be game. But I think time walk. Well, we could use the Dream Halls to cast the time walk, which isn't unreasonable for us. Let's just go ahead and play it naturally. Give us another turn. Let's go ahead and play out the Silverheart with it though, discarding Harmonize, and we win. And let's begin sideboarding. I think that went really well for us. I don't see anything else we might want back. So let's go ahead and submit And this hand looks pretty good for us. Now let's go ahead and keep. Let's go ahead and play out the Misty Rainforest. Let's go ahead and get a forest with it and pass the turn back. We get a Signet and we get the turn back. Excellent. We get Garruk, which should be decent for us. Let's go ahead and play out the island and the Fine Lash. Pass the turn back. And we get the turn back. It doesn't have a play, which is good for us. Let's go ahead, play out the island. Auto yield to that. Let us. Well, we can play the Mana War, which is pretty bad. He doesn't have anything to bounce. We could Time Walk, which would be pretty decent, or we could Blossom. But let's go ahead and attack first. And let's play out the Blossom. No sense in burning our Time Walk just yet. We get to draw a card. Trigon Predator should be good for us. Let's pass the turn. Eat up all of his enchantments. Unless we get Wheel of Fortune here. Memory Jar, alright. And we get the turn back. Excellent. We get an island, so let's play that out. And can't play the double green stuff. Let's go ahead and attack first. And I think let's go ahead and play out the Trigon. That's going to help us out a whole lot here. And let's pass the turn. We get another Signet, which is alright. And he sacks the Memory Jar, which is decent. We get a whole lot of new cards. And another Signet, alright. And another one. And we get our hand back. Lose some of our good stuff, but that's alright. And we get a Mystic Snake, which will be really great for us. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's go ahead and Time Walk here. We can kill another one of his guys, and then we'll have Mystic Snake again. Or another one of his Signets. We get a land, which is great for us. Let's go ahead and attack again. Let's go ahead and hold up Mystic Snake. I don't want him playing anything crazy. Should be able to win next turn anyways. Mirari's Wake. Let's go ahead and counter that. And we win, so that was great. I'll go ahead and see you guys for round 2.